How's it going, guys? TheMagicBambi here. Welcome back to yet another video. It has been a very long time since I spoke with you guys. Wow, it feels really good to go ahead and record one of these. I mean, I did like 2 videos before this, and they were just gameplays, and I put text on them. But anyway, I figured to do my first video that I haven't done in a very long time. I will go ahead and tell you about this wonderful game that I have recently got. It's called This War of Mine. I'm sure you guys may have already heard of it. And if you have, that's great. And if you haven't, well, that's even better. First of all, it's not your normal survivor type game that you would see on my channel, but it's one of the, I guess you could call it a bird's eye view, even though it's from the side. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, a side scroller type game, but with good graphics. I don't know the exact name for these kind of games, but I usually don't play these games. I mean, before I played this, I didn't really like this style of video game, and so I decided to just give it a shot. Maybe I'd like, maybe I wouldn't, because of the theme of the game is why I tried it. I mean, there's been other games like this, and I've yet to try any of them up until This War of Mine, and I'm glad I did. I'm not sure if there's any other games out there that I'd like as much as I like this one, but maybe, I guess I'll try them out after I make the video, of course. Like there's one called Dead State that's, I don't remember, I don't even know if it's Dead State. It's something like this. It's very similar, except like it's got the side scroller feel to it, and it's like a survival, I don't know, it's zombies, and the other one's zombies. But anyway, before I get too far off of track, let me go ahead and tell you how awesome this game is. First of all, like I said before, it's not your normal first-person survival game like The Forest or Rust. You're looking at a game that is hard sometimes because of the fact that it takes so much effort to, perfectly grasp the situation that you're dealing with. Like, when I first started, I didn't really understand it fully. And then my people started dying, and it was kind of getting, hectic. And as time went on, I kind of learned how to play. Because when I started playing it, I didn't look up any tutorials or videos on how to play. I just figured I'd get right into it. And that kind of was a bad thing for me, but it was also a good thing because I learned along the way, which also gave me more experience on how to handle certain situations in the future. But first of all, the setting of the game is you're controlling, I guess you could say, survivors or civilians during a civil war. It's not a real war, it's just a fictional war that's set in this game. And basically the purpose of the game is for you to keep these characters alive any way possible. And you can also get more than the original 3 that you get in the beginning of the game. It all depends, because every time you play this game, after you restart or new game and all that, it's always going to be different. The way they made it is so that your game experience is different every single time, which I love a lot, because I did do one playthrough and I get up to like day 46 or something like that. And then, all my people died. It's kind of embarrassing. Luckily, you guys don't see that. Anyway, my second playthrough, which is what I'm on now, I'm doing a little bit better because of the mistakes that I made in the first playthrough. I obviously, corrected them in this playthrough. So I'm doing a lot better in this one. I'm not exactly sure what day I'm on, but I haven't played it in a little while. But after I do this video, of course, I'm going to be playing it some more. I just have some old gameplay that I recorded of the game that I was playing earlier. But like I said, the game can be different every single time you play. Like the first time, there's this part of the map that you can go to called the church. And my first playthrough, the church had, friendly people in it in which you could trade items for, or things. They called our things, or I'm trying to think of the word for survival items, supplies. I'm dumb. Supplies is what you'd be trading for. And then the second playthrough, I went to the church. There were actual bandits there, as I'd like to call them, but the bad guys. So it's different every single time you play this game, which is a huge deal when it comes to you guys trying out a game like this, because you may think that you can get it done like the first time, and then if you fail, you think you can go back again and know how to do everything and know what it's gonna be like. Nope, this game is different every single time, which is amazing. I love it. I didn't expect it to happen, especially when I didn't do any research on the game, and I went back and for my second playthrough and it was different. So it takes a lot of effort to get through a game like this, and also the days are also random. Like sometimes the war can last maybe 10 days, 50 days. It's totally random, so you never know when it's going to end, which I also like. I'm not sure if you guys would like that or not, but it's a wonderful feature that they decided to implement in the game, which I really think was a good idea. Anyway, as the night comes, which happens at 8 o'clock every night, you have the opportunity to send out one survivor at a time to go scavenge at different areas, then which you control while you're there, so that you can scavenge for items and you can come across different survivors and stuff like that. Or you can just choose whether they should stay at the home and guard it. Like, you can decide whether a certain survivor scavenges, guards, sleeps in bed, stuff like that. That way, if, like, for example, one person's wounded, you don't want them going out scavenging, obviously. You'd rather have them stay back at the house and rest to, heal up. And if you have another person that's perfectly fine, not hungry, not thirsty, well, thirst doesn't really, hunger is really just the both of them, that they're perfectly fine, you'd want them to go and scavenge, obviously. And then if there's obviously a chance of you getting raided during the night, you'd want to have people also guarding your house, that way you don't get your stuff stolen. So like I said before, this game does require a lot of patience and attention to detail, just because of the fact of how many things that can go wrong if you don't play it the correct way. When you're scavenging, you can also come up upon, bandits that'll want to kill you. You can come up upon people that will trade with you. Even if they do want to trade with you, they won't want you going into their territory because it's, off limits to you. So there's all these different types of areas that you can go to around the map when you have the option to scavenge when it hits 8 o'clock at night. And you have to get out of those areas before, I believe it's 5 a.m. Otherwise, your survivor might not make it back. So basically, from 8 o'clock at night till 5 in the morning, you have the option to have a survivor go out and scavenge an area. That way, you can get more supplies for your household, and weapons, and just basically supplies. That way, you can build up your house. You can also repair your house that you start off with the game. There's holes in like the ceiling and the walls and stuff that you can repair along the time as it goes on. That way you can, fortify. That way you can't get raided during the night further into the game, which is a huge deal, because if you spend a lot of time scavenging for supplies for your guys, and then you get raided at night and they get stolen, then you're kind of screwed. So you do want, like I said before, this game requires a lot of attention, but it is also a lot of fun because of the amount of work that you can put into the game and the amount of stuff that you can get out of it. Okay, guys, so hopefully you enjoy the video. There is a lot more to this game than I had just said, but I definitely recommend you guys go and check this out. It's on Steam, link will be in the description, and if you guys don't have the money for it, I don't recommend it, but torrenting is always an option too if you want to try the game out. And if you do like it, be sure to buy it and support the developers, because they definitely put a lot of work into this game. And there's been a lot of awards given to them for this game, because it definitely deserves it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, this is MagicBambi. Look forward to future videos. And if you guys have any video ideas, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. Definitely appreciate it, guys. I'm back. MagicBambi, signing out.